Hey folks, still scattered showers across the valley today. The view from Sky 5 in Westaco is kind of cool because in the foreground you see the sun's hitting all the signs, you see big shadows, but in the background it's dark because it's raining off to the east, so it's a good mix there, kind of raining off to the east and sunshine overhead. An interesting afternoon. Now this is what that looks like on radar, and all that rain is between Mercedes and LaFeria that you can see in the background there, but in the foreground the rain that was over Westaco pretty much fading away. There's not much left now. A little bit to the south of town, and again out toward LaFeria is where the most significant rainfall is right now after seeing a pretty good dousing in the Mid-Valley earlier. Go over toward the area just north of Harlingen. It rained hard along I-69E for a time, but that rain has come to an end. If we look at future track, it suggests that what's out there this evening fades away certainly by 8 or 9 o'clock, and that's the end of it. And then overnight tonight it's quiet. But during the daytime tomorrow we stop this about 9:40 in the morning, and scattered showers beginning to break out, and I think thunderstorms are possible any place in the valley tomorrow, and heavy rain is a possibility. So keep that in mind. Wouldn't be surprised if we see a flood advisory or two tomorrow because the rain will be heavy and may stick around for a while. It'll be more active than it was today and probably more active than yesterday as well. Headed to Friday, and there could be some overnight showers Thursday night into Friday, so we're keeping the chance up there for Friday night at 30%. And then Saturday, I think it tapers off. Doesn't go away, but it tapers off. I think we're back to sea breeze stuff, but then I think it comes back to life again early next week. Here's the big fly in the ointment, if you will, the question mark in the forecast. The system we've been tracking for a week now is now starting to show signs of life. The models are starting to say, hey, this could do something over the next few days. So it's got a 70% chance of development over the next 5 days. The question is, where's it going to go? And the models are at odds about this. I'll show you the spaghetti plot just for grins because, look, this is out through midnight Friday night, Saturday morning, and they're all over the place. But most of them keep it down in the southwestern Gulf for a period of time, eventually moving it northward, but then some of them move it back to the west. So I think the models are not a whole lot of good to us at the moment because there's a lot of confusion with the models about where this system ends up and what it ends up being. A couple of the models say nothing. It just fades away down in the Bay of Campeche and disappears. So, again, it's just one of those systems we're going to have to watch carefully. This model, the NAM model, picks up on the system and basically takes it northward. But more importantly to us, a dying front and then that dash line to the northwest of us, that upper disturbance, kind of coming together tomorrow to work with the tropical moisture that's here. And there's a bunch of it here. It is hyper moist out there, and that combination really gives you a good chance for rain tomorrow. And that goes into Friday as well. I think that little disturbance kind of sneaks to the east of us briefly on Saturday, so the rain chances taper off a little bit, don't go away. But then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday is going to depend on the movement of that tropical system, what happens to it. There's Sally moving off to the northeast, now over land. It has produced a lot of rain and will continue to produce a lot of rain. This is projected rainfall from here on out over the southeastern part of the country. And you can see 4 to 8 inches, even more than that in some places in the southeast. And that's on top of what has already fallen. If you look at some of these totals, they're huge. I mean, 20 to 25 inches. I've seen reports of up to 30 inches in some place along the Florida Panhandle. Rest of the tropics, of course, very active. We're watching all these systems. The only one that's expected to perhaps have an impact on us is the one in the Bay of Campeche. So for tonight, partly to mostly cloudy with a shower storm around 76. Tomorrow, I think our rain chances shoot up about 70%. Heavy rain a possibility, so keep that in mind as you move about during the daytime tomorrow. Temperatures stay in the 80s for highs through the rest of the forecast period. That's the nice thing about being in September. All it takes is a little rain. You're a little bit cooler. The days are a little shorter, and I think that's what we're going to see the next few days. But that chance of rain is there all the way through the middle part of next week. We'll talk about that coming up. We'll have an update for you. Plus, we'll take a look back at 1988 on this date. Where were you? We'll have that as we continue.